I want to make some mini cigar ashtrays for people who don't want a bulky design. I have 3 shapes that I want to try out on these 3 different types of wood. We got a piece of walnut, a piece of ash, and a piece of white oak. I'm attempting to cut a decent amount of the outline and bowl portion on my CNC to find out if this actually makes the process any easier. So let's head over to the computer to come up with a shape. I'm using Easel Pro for this. I'll start by pulling a simple circle in, adjusting the position a little, and then adjusting the size to be 3 inches in diameter. Then let's go to the cut and set that to a 1/2 inch deep and make sure it's set to clearing out a pocket. Now I'll bring in a square and turn that into a rectangle that measures 4 1/4 inches by 6 inches. Again, setting the depth of cut to a 1/2 inch deep and changing the cut path to cut outside the shape path. Back to the shape to adjust the corner radius. The X value is going to be set at 1 inch and the Y value at 2 1/2 inches. Moving over to the cut settings, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the ideal feeds and speeds should be, but this is what I'm trying. Let me know if you have any suggestions on feeds and speeds for a spindle with a max RPM of 12,000. So I have a total cut time of 6 hours and 30 minutes, which does seem pretty slow for an object of this size. Anyways, let's go cut this and see how it turns out. I had a slight issue of it being too cold outside and my computer actually shut off mid-cut. I'll have to plane this down and move inside to try again. In addition to this first design, I made 2 more that I thought would look good. When I make more of these, to save some time, I'll just use my CNC to cut out the outside profile and then switch to my router combined with a template to cut the entire bowl portion. Before I cut these out, I'll use my router to get these to a final depth of 1 inch and then also cut that internal round corner. I'm almost finished with these, but before I move on to the next step, I want to take care of the defect on this one. It has this decent sized split in it, and I just want to go ahead and try and stabilize that with some black tinted epoxy. The last step before final sanding is going to be putting a small round over on these. The CNC setup that I have didn't really make this process any easier. I could have cut out this whole entire bowl portion in a fraction of the time, just using a hand-guided router. To rank these designs, my favorite would have to be the shape I chose for the walnut ashtray. A close second would be this white oak, and then last would be the more square or boxy shape that I chose for the ash wood. Here's an example of how a cigar would fit on each one of these. For reference, the cigar I'm using is 6 inches long. So that wraps it up for this video. Let me know which shape you think looks the best. And like always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.